Hello everybody. That is 8.5 miles down. One more time and I'll do I want to say 9.5, 9.6, something like that, and then on the 10. But this morning it was 26 degrees when I started around 9 o'clock. It's around 11 something right now, and that's kind of the struggle with doing it outside in that colder weather. You really don't know, what to wear, because what I was, on the way back around about mile 6, I started having to take off clothes, and still it was a sweaty mess by the time I got back to the vehicle. But it was the right move to wear. I carried what I wore. I'll have to write down so I know it's pretty much what I need to wear if it's that temperature. And just to make it easy, because once you're out there, you're just out there. You're either going to burn up or freeze to death. So I had the jersey gloves with carried the hot hands this time, so my hands was just about right, and the boggin made a big difference on my ears. So and that's, you can remove the hot hands, you can then remove the gloves, you can remove the boggin, and so I say that's probably one of the better moves to do, is have multiple layers that you can start taking off and on as you need them. And but man, that last mile, that was getting tough this time. It just gives me so much more appreciation for the guys that do these ultra marathons through the mountains, the 100, 200, 300 mile. I think there's even one that's 500-mile marathon. They just keep on going. I just, after doing this distance, I'm just like, man, what I think of how superhuman that is. And then I just think about, what does it feel like to be in their mind and in their body? Just knowing how much, what little bit I have increased, how that has changed my brain and body. I say for the positive. I'm just thinking, man, what a person that can go 300 miles continuously, what type of steel cable tendons and ligaments do they have, and titanium bones they must be made of. I mean, because that distance has had to strengthen their body. And I just feel like the people that I think of, that they start breaking down from a lot of running, I think a lot of that comes from they just don't stretch. I've seen that through lifting weights, that just the way it, I started stretching around age 30 just because I was hurting so much, and it just that pretty much put a stop to that majority of the pain I was having, from lifting weights. And I think a lot of people, just from what I've seen in the the weightlifting side of things, hardly anybody ever stretches. And so why would that be any difference in the the whole running community? Which I'm sure, because it's, stretching is boring and can be painful, and it's just something else to add. It's not really that fun. But yeah, so day number 2 at 8.5 miles. So I done 8.5 this time. Actually, I didn't want to do 8.7 again, just because I done it. That was a mistake last time. And I think probably this is a little bit harder because I've done on ellipse, or don't know what all that is, gook on my lips. But it looks awful. I don't know, I guess my lips coming apart maybe. But what was I saying? You know, I didn't want to do the 8.7 again just because I could. I was saying, I think this run may have been a little bit tougher from, you know, just because I've done a hard leg workout yesterday. So that's got to make a difference. So I'm kind of curious as to what the run Friday, you know, might be pretty easy. And this time this first time, not the first time I've run in the evenings. I've obviously had to eat, but this was the first morning run I ever done that I had like a pre-workout shake, like what I would normally consume before doing weightlifting, you know, protein powder, creatine, and beetroot powder, and some oatmeal, instant oatmeal, so that has some sugar in it, and cinnamon. I think that's it. But you know, sometimes I've been avoiding that because it seems like I get heartburn pretty bad if I have a lot of food in my stomach. So I'm assuming it's just from having a lot of food, which that is not much at all. So because last time I did feel like I was going to, as they say, as runners call it, or I guess triathlon athletes, whatever, call it bonking, but you don't feel like you're just exhausted. You just feel like you're running out of fuel, and you're just gonna have that, I don't know, maybe a low blood sugar moment, or you just, you know, just run out of fuel. So I did feel like I was about to do that last time. So I was like, man, I need to start eating a little bit of something, which that's not much, but and then I'm going to have a post workout, which is the same, other than this one will have glutamine, no creatine, and I use honey for my sweetener instead of sugar. Not sweetener, but carb source instead of just pure sugar like I used to, and not oatmeal. So just a whole crap load full of honey. But that is it. Thanks for watching.